of the DJ Bagpuss Show episode 4. This is our trip to the movies, and just say I hope you really have enjoyed this episode. It has been really fun. It's a really long episode today. Each part so far has been about 20 minutes, so hope you guys enjoy that. Please subscribe to the channel if you are new around here as well, and also if you want to get involved for Q&A with the DJ next week, then make sure you submit your questions, which I will tell you what the episode could be about at the end of the episode of next week on my Twitter at DJ Bagpuss 1998, and you can send them in using the hashtag as well, DJ Bagpuss Show, capital D, capital B, capital S. Now, also next week is probably going to be the final Q&A with the DJ for the time being, as the next few episodes that I'm going to be doing are going to be special episodes, which means that Q&A with the DJ is not going to be part of it, but I will let you guys know about that. I might do it for the next two. Yeah, I'm going to do it for the next 2 episodes, and then I'm going to be changing around the idea of Q&A with the DJ, but you will find out all about that in the episodes to come as well. So let's get on with Lights Camera Q&A with the DJ. We have 3 questions this week submitted in by people, and also I'm going to leave you guys with a question, and then the episode will be over and we will look ahead to next Friday's episode as well. So I have my 3 questions here, and also what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be putting them up on the screen so you're able to see the tweet as well, so you won't just be featured like in the text at the bottom screen. I'm going to crop the image and actually put it on the video so you guys will be able to see it. So the first question today is sent in by Christopher O'Bray, and he asked me, are you allowed to watch films over PG? Yes, I am. As I'm 18 now, yes, that wasn't really a problem when I was a kid, but it kind of got me thinking that it is a question that would be kind of interesting to answer, because obviously, you know, the law states that certain people, you know, can only watch films that are intended for their age. So anyone can watch you. PG means that yes, this should be okay, but you know, young children, you know, children under 5 should be accompanied by an adult. 12A, which means, you know, if you go to cinema to see 12A, you know, it's suitable for people who are aged 12 and over. But if you're under 12, then you can be accompanied by an adult, and you have to be accompanied by the adult at all times to watch the film. And then of course you've got 15, which is only suitable for people aged 15 and up. And then of course you have the 18 rating, which means it's only suitable for adults only. Now obviously I'm not saying, you know, if you're under 15, if you're under 18, then, you know, it's down. Obviously you can't buy that, you know, by law, and you can't, you know, go to the cinema to see an 18 rated or 15 rated movie if you're under that age. But what I will say is that at home, it comes down to your parents' decision. You know, whether they feel that you're mature enough to handle, say if you're like 13 and you want to watch a 15, or if you're 16 you want to watch an 18, because there's only a year gap. And for me, I think what would be a really good idea for cinemas and particularly home video people to do is to introduce, so like, you know, a 15A, or maybe even reduce it, because say, right, it's really annoying. If you're 14 years old and you want to go see a 15 rated film in cinema, by law you can't do that. At home though, you can watch a 15 rated film. If you're 17 and you want to watch an 18 film when you're only a year away from watching 18, or even like a couple of months, and there's an 18 rated film out in the cinema, by law you can't go. So maybe introduce, you know, something which is, you know, where if you're, you know, you have to be 18 or over to watch the film, but maybe, you know, if you're 17, you have to be accompanied by an adult, because they do it with the 12 rating, and it can be a problem sometimes, particularly when you're, I mean, I'm not saying if you're like 4 years away from being 18, if you're 13, you can't go to cinema to see an 18 film, you can't watch an 18 film, but I definitely think they should change kind of the ways of how they go about the ratings, because, you know, if you're a year away from becoming that age, then it can be really kind of annoying, particularly if you're a year away and you can't go to see that film, or, you know, you can't buy a 15 rated film if you're like 2 months away from being 15, you have to have your parents with you. Maybe the government can change around something about that, because we do it to stop, you know, young children watching stuff that they're basically not suitable for, and I get that, but I think sometimes being a bit more lenient is probably a better way to go, and just makes things a little bit easier. And of course at home it's completely down to what your parents, if your parents believe that you're allowed to watch this film or they're not, then that is, you know, down completely to their decision. But for me, I am definitely allowed to watch films over PG. But thank you very much for that question, Christopher Obrey. I hope you're enjoying the series and enjoyed the episode so far, and the episode to come as well. We have 2 questions sent in by a viewer this week, and this person is by Julian Rosa, who has contacted the show before. Now, I want to say to him, because I did something for him on FIFA, the video game FIFA, and I was going to do a video based around that, but I couldn't do that video. So I just want to say to him that, for anyone out there, please go and check out his channel. I'm going to leave a link to his YouTube channel down in the description. Go over, check out his videos. He does lots of football videos, he does FIFA videos, he does podcast stuff like I do. He's a really good YouTuber. He's on around 50 subscribers, so if we can get him a few more subscribers, that'd be absolutely amazing. And he's a really, really good YouTuber and a good friend of mine, so please go over and check out his YouTube channel if you wish. I'll leave a link to it down in the description. But he sent me 2 questions today based around the film, and his first one is, if you could be a director of a movie, which actors would you select? Now, for me, and I wanted to be a film director when I was younger. That was when I wanted to be, pathologist, couldn't do science, TV sports presenter, still could do that, movie reviewer, examiner for movies, could still do that. And then I kind of moved on to the phase of, I want to be a movie director, and then went on to radio DJ. So it's kind of, most things are all categorically linked. But yeah, I did want to be a movie director when I was younger, and the perfect actors for me, I would say, someone act. I would love to cast Jack O'Connell, who was in Skins, Eden Lake. He's a great actor. Someone like Samuel Jackson, or Denzel Washington, someone like that. Scarlett Johansson maybe. I think she's a really good actress. Someone like that. Just have an all-rounded good star-studded cast. Maybe not have people well-known, but have people that can do a really, really good job. And I would probably pick actors that are based on my favourite films. And, how cool would it be, or Samuel Jackson and Morgan Freeman in the same movie. How cool would that be? Imagine if they're both brothers and, they have to go on a heist or something like that. That'd be crazy. What a great idea. Seriously, I might be in the wrong game here. But, yeah, I'd pick actors that are favourite ones of mine, and then go on to pick people that do a good job in general at making good screen presence, and are good actors and actresses would be the people that I would make, certainly. So thank you very much for that question, Julian. And your second question that you've sent for me is also, what type of genre would your movie be, and what would you name it? I hope you answer my question. I certainly will answer your question. Do you know what? I would make a really lovely romantic comedy, and no, I'd make a horror movie. Certainly. I mean, horror movies are just the way of probably getting into the business. And for me, I would just make a stripped down, slasher horror movie. And then if that was successful, I'd go on to make something a bit more kind of, complex in terms of, making a horror movie that's got a bit more complex and meaning. I would just set up a unique slasher movie where everyone but one character gets killed. That has all the horror tropes, and it's basically my way of playing around with, just, the conventions and connotations of a horror movie. That's just certainly what I would do. And yeah, I would certainly make a horror movie. And I'm going to tell you a movie that I would make. This would be like the debut movie from, Stephen Bagley, aka DJ Bagpuss, and that would be, first and foremost, that when I was doing media at my old school, I had to create a movie. I had to do all the promotion for it. I had to write a script. I had to set out my movie, and then I had to record myself and a friend doing a scene of that movie. And that was when I first used iMovie, and I made this movie, and I called this movie The Hike. And it is basically the premise, I can remember the premise even to this day right now, is it was a group of teenagers, about 6 teenagers, go to a house that their parents have out in the woods, and they have a great time. They're having fun, they're partying. They decide to go on a hike. As a laugh, they come across a dead body, and as they look and investigate this this person, they've got the blood and DNA on their hands, and they're the only ones out here in the woods, so they have to bury it because it now looks like that they did the appalling crime. As you can see, I'm taking ropes from every horror movie known to man. And when they get back to the house, they then each get targeted one by one by this deranged killer, and it ends up in a cat and mouse survival game, which ends with a little twist at the end. That would be my movie. That would be like the debut movie for myself that I would write, direct, get my actors, and yeah, that would certainly be the movie that I would do. It'd be just, probably would be an awful movie to watch, as I'm just ripping off every horror movie known to man. But yeah, that'd certainly be the horror movie that I would do, and hopefully it will go down really well. Maybe it depends really, but maybe if the YouTube thing takes off or doesn't take off, and maybe if radio DJ is not the way for me, you might see a movie of mine in 10-12 years time, who knows. But thank you very much, Julian, for both your questions. Hope you're enjoying the series so far and enjoy the episodes to come, and enjoy the episodes as well. And also make sure that you check his YouTube channel, link in the description. Please go and give him a like and a subscribe if you enjoy his content. I'm going to leave you now with a question. You can leave your question in the comment section below, or you can take the conversation onto Twitter as well. And I'm literally going to ask you just one simple question. No riddles, nothing like that. Simple question. What is your all-time favourite movie? Just give me the title and give me a sentence of why that is your favourite movie. That's all you need to do, and I might pick out the best ones and talk about it at the start of the next episode of the DJ Bagpuss Show. But that is it. That is the end of the DJ Bagpuss Show, episode 4, Trip to the Movies. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. A longer episode this week, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And also subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Next week, we're also going to be having a trip, but we're going to be talking about video games, from movies to video games. It's going to be exactly what I've done this week, but this time it's going to be all about video games. I hope you look forward to that one. That one will be recorded next Friday, and you'll see that in 2 weeks today. This episode of DJ Bagpuss Show will be out next Friday, and you'll be seeing this on the 28th of April, and that one will be in the following week. So I'm recording that today, trying to work out in my head the best way. So episode 4 will be out on the 28th of April, episode 5 will be out on the 5th of May, so you'll be seeing this on the 28th of April, so you'll be seeing episode 5 of the DJ Bagpuss Show in a week. I'm recording it and next week and uploading it in 2 weeks' time. That is the plan for now, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and I shall see you guys very, very soon. Take care. This is DJ Bagpuss signing out.